Let's talk about socialization. It's very, very important that you get your puppy socialized. Basically it's a process. You want to introduce it to new things gradually. At home, you want to obviously crate train and have quiet time, downtime, things that we've shown you are going to show you. But also, you're going to need to, maybe start like running your vacuum from a distance and slowly let them get used to it. You're going to need to, maybe if there's kids with skateboards, they're going to have to, they're going to need to get out, especially while they're young, and watch the kids skateboard, bicycle, things like that. So in the home, even noises like toasters going off and any odd thing like that, it's best to expose them to while they're young. Also, think about, going to the park, even if you're holding your pup, let him watch people run by, let him see children, let them see different ethnicities, old people, young people, people with hats. It's important, particularly between 12 and 16 weeks of age, or by say 16 weeks of age, they've seen all of this, and that's a really good time period to say, my goal is by this age, I'm going to try to expose them to as much as possible. And as far as other animals, it's important that you don't just keep your puppy at home and don't expose it to other dogs. They need to be able to see other dogs. You don't want to obviously put it in a position where it can be hurt, but from the time it's small, if you could have puppy playtime with other people, that'd be great. If you know some kinder, older dogs, that'd be fine, or dogs that are slightly older, whatever the mix is, get them out and let them play some other dogs. Keep in mind that you want to control the situation. But if you live close to a farm or anywhere like that, take a trip out there, let them see chickens and horses, cows, anything like that. The more you can do it, the better. Also, think about this. Pick up their paws while they're young. Pick them up, put them down. Pick them up, put them down. Pick the puppy up, put them down. Pretend like, they're getting a checkup at the vet. Things like that. Prepare them for it so when they do go to the vet, it's no big deal. And by the way, it is good when you go to the vet's office, especially if they hadn't had all their vaccinations. If possible, I'd try to hold them. Just because sick puppies and dogs come into the veterinarian's office. Many might have, or I'm sure several have parvo or distemper or other types of viruses that they can catch. So the less exposure, the better. And I'd also, if I had a young puppy, I'd hold them when you go back into the to the exam room itself, and don't really put it down on any flat surfaces, because it's always a chance they could be exposed. In the end, if you can think of something that might scare a pup, it's best to introduce them to something early, and introduce them to something in a controlled environment where you're there and everything's good. Oftentimes you can, if they hear, say, a blow dryer back in the house, you can sit with your puppy while your wife or girlfriend or friends are back there blowing their hair dry. You can, they turn it on, click treat, click treat, click treat. Just get them used to it. Basically, anything you want them to be okay with, use positive reinforcement to introduce it to them. That's a great way of doing it. Think about if there's anything that you can think of that might scare them. Use positive reinforcement, and you should be great.